Hey everybody, welcome to the Ride Back Binge-Watch edition. So this is where we're going to go through all the episodes of the season for, in this case, Jessica Jones Season 2. And, we're going to go through each episode. So this one will contain spoilers, and I'll have some thoughts on it as well. So if you don't want to be spoiled, please shut the video off now and watch Jessica Jones, and then come on back, and then see if our thoughts are aligning on this. My thoughts on Jessica Jones episode 1 is I really enjoyed the first episode because we're reintroduced to a lot of the characters and challenges that Jessica Jones is going to face. She's both physical, mental, and emotional challenges. She is going to have a rival private investigation agency that is trying to basically remove her or buy her out. They don't want the competition. And the name of that character is Price Chang. I'm not familiar with Price Chang, if he is in the comics or not. But he shows up and he is trying to, essentially get rid of her. Meanwhile, there is some sort of monster that's killing superpowered people. And in this episode, we see all these people that are giving out these possible investigations. And one person that does it is called, his nickname, The Wizard. So if you're a comic book fan, and but I did have to look this up because even I didn't know about The Wizard. But the Wizard is an actual character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's a speedster. So Marvel has another speedster besides Quicksilver. But the monster I think he must be linked to Jessica's past and how she got her powers, because she's also dealing with her family's death. Overall, it's a really good episode. I like that. Really gets you back into it really quickly. With episode 2, Jessica's investigation intersects with Trish's. Trish is back and she wants to investigate IGH, and they both are investigating them. And Jessica's doing it for a personal reason. She's well, I don't want to say personal reason, but she does feel at least somewhat responsible for the Wizard's death. And Trish is actually doing it because she wants to know about Jessica's past, but there's more. I think there's more to it than that. In the last episode, we do get a brief glimpse of Will Simpson, aka Nuke, from the previous season, and he is basically trying to protect Trish from this monster. And it seems like he knows something about the IGH in some way, but he doesn't survive. Overall, it's a decent episode. It's intended to build up the season, and I will say I could have done without something. But let me explain what's leading up to that. So Hogarth is, of course, back. And if you remember her, she is the super lawyer. And she apparently has been diagnosed with, oh God, what is it? ALS? Yeah, she's been diagnosed with ALS. And I could have done without this. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say it. I could have done without Carrie-Anne Moss's striptease. Yeah. In this episode, nothing much happens, to be honest, in this episode. There are 2 exceptions. That being, Jessica is continuing to have problems with Oscar, and Oscar is a landlord who took over the building, and I don't know, and he showed up in the first episode, and I could have swore I noticed some some kind of sexual tension, or something between the. You can just kind of sense it in some cases that I think we're gonna they might hook up a little later. And that is, and the other thing is Dr. Hansen, who appears, she worked for IGH and she wants to talk to Jessica. But the twist is that she can't be the real Hansen, because earlier they found a severed head in Dr. Hansen's basement and they had it tested and it turned out that it's Dr. Hansen. So who is this? Who is this person that has appeared out of nowhere? So in episode 4, I mentioned that there are other plots that were introduced in episode 1. You know, there's she's got so much stuff to deal with, but it looks like in this one, at least one is resolved. Jessica saved Oscar's son from falling out of a window. And I mean, it wasn't like she jumped out after him and caught him in midair. No, she just grabbed him by, I think, the pants leg and pulled his butt back into the. It's like, what are you doing, kid? I can't fly, although I think she technically should be able to fly. Yeah, she saves him, and the two seem to be on much better terms now. Like there's that sexual tension that I had mentioned. Since Hogarth has been dealing with the ALS diagnosis now, and she's like trying to find a way to cure her ALS. So that's the plot that's going on with her. And as for IGH's investigation, Jessica and Trish are finding another victim. They found somebody else who's living on the street, hence the title. But the woman from the previous episode actually kills Chang's thief who stole a lot of her papers, and the police think it was Jessica. So, I thought this was a pretty interesting episode. I really like Hogarth's plot, so I'm curious to see where this goes. No more strip teasing though. The plot thickens. So, in this one, Jessica Jones is, like I was thinking earlier, she's different type of superhero, and this is where it really starts to like come together. Is that it really hits you that it is a different type of superhero show. And this episode reinforces that idea. Not a lot of action, for what you would think is a superhero show, but not a lot of action, but plenty of drama. So if you like that stuff, you got plenty of drama in this episode, and suspense, plenty of suspense. Jessica investigates a man named Dave, who is in a psych ward, and she gets a new lead on the killer, who's a woman, and she is connected to a Dr. Carl Mollusk, and they recognize her because she goes to like the aquarium, and apparently he likes to look at like octopusi. What's the plural? I don't know. I don't care. And as for Trish, she's basically blown off her marriage proposal with Griffin. Oh yeah, there's a plot where she's like dating some news anchor who's like named Griffin something. It doesn't matter. I don't know why he's in that, just to give more drama to it. But yeah, she blows off a marriage proposal with him, and I don't care. Yeah, this episode's not my personal favorite. I will say that Trish is, she's got like an addiction. She's been taking Will Simpson's inhaler drug. The most interesting thing is still to me is Hogarth, that thinks that she can find an IGH cure because there's a superpowered person out there that can heal people with their touch. So Like I said, not my favorite episode, but definitely is interesting. Almost halfway through it. So in this one, lots of personal stuff happens in episode 6. And when I say personal stuff, I mean the nasty. There are some people who get down. They're bumping uglies. They're having some sex, all right? Oscar and Jessica hook up. He makes a painting of her while she sleeps. It's, a little creepy, but, sex there. And then, of course, Malcolm and Trish hook up because she's broken up, so she's got to have sex with somebody now, doesn't she? I mean, everyone's got to have sex with everybody in one of these shows, right? I'm sure this won't become a problem for Jessica later on, by the way. But other than that, not a lot goes on. As for the investigation, well, we find out that the woman who's the superpowered monster that's killing everybody is Jessica's mom.
What a twist!
Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and please take a minute to like, comment, and subscribe for more super videos.